everyone, so despite the kind of disgusting connotations, we're here to talk about feet, and specifically getting your feet in summer shape, because I must admit I see far too many unpedicured feet during the summer for my liking. They're covered up in boots all winter, and then people just kind of slip on their flip-flops and don't bother to kind of transition the upkeep of your feet. And I think it's really important to kind of have nice groomed feet. But like I said, if it's not your cup of tea, then, you know, by all means carry on doing what you're doing. But I do think it kind of really gives you a nice confidence boost, and they just look so much nicer to look at, because let's face it, they're not the prettiest things. But I'm going to start with some of my kind of favourite products, and then I'll talk about nail polishes in the end, pedicure colours, and just kind of little tips and tricks that I found with keeping your feet kind of smooth and healthy. The first thing that I purchased a few weeks ago on Amazon, buy it on Amazon because it is definitely the cheapest. It's £20 on Amazon, everywhere else it's like nearly 30. Is the Shoal, I think this is called the like Express Pedi. This is just the normal version, and it's basically like a manual battery operated exfoliator for your feet. So it does all the hard work for you. So you can get the kind of just manual foot file, which is what I normally would use. But this is really effective. It gets rid of the kind of really dry skin and just leaves your feet feeling really smooth and lovely. I'll turn it on just so you can see what it does. Right, there we go. So that just rotates and kind of sands your feet essentially. Don't be too harsh with it, but kind of do it little and often. That's kind of how I like to do it. I give myself a pedicure probably once a week, and kind of do the whole step just to kind of make everything look nice. Maybe once every 2 weeks, depending on how my polish is lasting, but I definitely like to top up on that. And then one of the other really great products I found is this, and it's the Sally Hansen Cuticle Gel Remover. I use this on my hands as well, but on my toes it works great at just getting rid of any dead skin, and the skin on your cuticles on your toes can be a little bit thicker, a little bit tougher to treat, and this works really nicely. And then I also always put a cuticle oil on as well when I'm giving myself a pedicure. This is the Viridine nail cuticle oil. It looks like this, and I think once this is used up I'll just put a normal oil in, and you can just use a little pipette applicator, but that works really nicely. And then I normally file my nails with a metal nail file. I know they're not the best for you, they're just the shape I like, and I like them kind of very square on my toes as well. And then I also use this kind of buffer from Essence just to kind of buff everything and make sure there's no ridges. Now I do like gel nail polish, and I do have that a lot in the winter, but in the summer I think my feet are out and I like to kind of change the colour of the polish quite often, so I just use normal polish. But in the winter when I'm wearing boots and stuff, I don't like it when they kind of scuff the nail polish, so gel works better for me in the winter, but that's what I tend to do in the summer. And then this foot cream is something I picked up recently, and I must admit that my favourite ever is the Soap & Glory Heel Genius. That's my favourite, it works so nicely. But this is the Superdrug Intensive Foot Cream. Very moisturising, and I picked it up with one of those pairs of those little cotton socks, the moisturising ones. They work really nicely in conjunction with this, so you kind of do all of that, scrub your feet as well. You can just use a little bit of sugar and shower gel, or a specific foot scrub as well, works nicely. And then I just scrub everything after I've used the Express Pedi. Thick layer of this, put the socks on overnight, and you'll wake up to really soft feet. And I do suffer from really dry feet. I know that's a disgusting thing to admit, but they just get really dry, and I think part of the problem is I walk around barefoot all the time. When I'm at home I never wear socks, I'm barefoot constantly, and I think kind of walking on carpet irritates them a little bit as well. But I've always been like that. I'm a barefoot person. I'm always with no shoes on. I sometimes will like go outside to throw the rubbish with no shoes on. A little bit of a kind of wild child like that. But those are kind of my tips in terms of care and upkeep. I also always keep a pumice stone in the shower and do that daily, just to keep everything at bay. So just when you're in the shower, a little bit, but be careful that you don't fall over. I've kind of done that and it's really comical. But you just kind of buff them a little bit and then get rid of any dry skin kind of in between pedicures. It doesn't take very long to give yourself a pedicure as well, and it just makes everything look so much nicer and tidier, and looks great in flip-flops and sandals. But then for polishes, I've got some really nice choices here, and I've been kind of doing it a little bit differently in terms of the colours I've chosen. But right now, for example, I'm wearing this one by Bourjois, and it's this lovely vibrant blue, and this shade is called, let me tell you, or I would tell you if it actually said it. It doesn't say it anywhere on here what it's called. How annoying. I'll have to see if I can find it online, but bright blue, and it looks so nice. You know when you keep kind of catching a glimpse of your toes and you just really like the colour? This looks so nice on toes, especially if kind of your feet are quite tanned, which mine are at the moment. Really, really nice thick brush. Then I do really like the kind of orangey shades on toes as well. I think they look really summery and great. This one's from the Body Shop, and it is number 210 in Just Peachy. Really, really nice on toes, looks really kind of summery and holiday appropriate. Another orangey-ish shade is this one by Malvala, I think, Wakiki Orange. I actually love this shade. I need to wear this on my hands soon because I haven't worn it for ages, but it's just a kind of corally orange. It looks amazing with a tan. And then this one by Sinful Colours is one of my all-time favourites actually, and this is called Timbleberry. Don't know what it is about this colour, it just looks so nice on toes. It really brightens everything up and just makes your feet look really amazing, and they're really inexpensive and you can buy those in Boots. And then the last one is this one by Rimmel, and it's White Hot Love, and it's just this white shade. I love white on toes, I think it looks really cool, but it chips really, really quickly. White nail polish just chips, you know, straight away pretty much. So I do like to wear this on toes, but this only stayed on for about 5 days and then it chipped and I had to redo it, which is alright, but did look really nice. But I definitely recommend you try the Wakiki Orange one and the blue one from Bourjois. They look amazing on toes. But that's it. And one more thing to mention is that I do put foot cream on, that super jogger on every single night as well before I go to bed. I get into bed and then put it on, and I just feel like kind of little and often, rather than having this big massive overhaul when your feet look really, really neglected. If that is the case, maybe go and see a professional to sort that out first. But yeah, that's what I've been doing and it works really well for me. And I would love to know your kind of tips and tricks. I know there's quite a lot of love for feet online, but yeah, that wasn't kind of the purpose of this video. I always have to mention that because there are always comments on the topic. But I will see you all in my next video, and I hope you enjoyed it.